Hello everybody, it's Dawn with Dawn's Purple Koala Paper Crafting. I have a card I wanted to share with you today. If you are on a limited budget or have limited supplies, this card is perfect for you. It's so pretty and simple, quick. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to be using the stamp set Buffalo Check. It's actually a background stamp and it's just one stamp. As you can see, it's quite large, so you do need the large acrylic block for it. Or if you don't have it, with this technique I'm using today, you can actually just set this stamp directly on your work surface. What I'm going to do first is take the Memento Tuxedo Black ink and I'm going to ink up this stamp. And you want to make sure you get a nice coverage on it. Because it's so large, it is going to take a couple moments, but you want to make sure that you get the entire thing covered and get a nice even coverage on it. Okay, that should do it. I'm going to be working with Bermuda Bay cardstock today, and this is your standard card layer size, which is 5 1/4 by 4, and I'm just going to put this on here. You want to make sure that you don't slide it because you don't want your ink to smear. Now you can just rub it all over here, but what I like to do is take a piece of scrap paper and just put it on top and then use that to rub. That way you don't have to worry about getting ink on your fingers. Ink ends up on the paper. So you just want to make sure you get a nice even coverage on it. So you want to make sure you rub it all over. If you want to, you can also take your bone folder and just run that over the surface. Then you want to gently lift this up and hold the cardstock in the center here and just lift up this corner and quickly lift up. And there you go. Beautiful coverage. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to be using this beautiful black glitter ribbon, and I'm just going to, I want it to go across the front of it with maybe about 1 inch or so on each side. So I'm just going to trim that, and then I'm going to take just your everyday clear tape. I'm going to position this across the front, and I'm just going to hold it and use the tape to secure it. And while I have it in this position, I'll go ahead and get my adhesive. And I'm going to be using the basic black cardstock for the base. And this is cut at 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. I did score it at 4 1/4, so I'm going to go ahead and use my bone folder to give it a nice edge. And then I'm just going to center this on here and press it down. Then I'm going to take another piece of the ribbon and just cut a little piece of it. Slide this under and tie a knot. And then just pull it. And I'm going to go ahead and trim that a little bit off of each side. And then I've got another piece of the Bermuda Bay, and this is the same size, 5 1/4 by 4. I'm going to use this on the inside. So I'm just going to add some adhesive. And position this in the center. And if you have a stamp set, you could stamp a sentiment in here, or you can leave it blank and write your own along with a little note. You can also cut a little piece and add a sentiment on here. I kind of like it plain. I did go ahead and make some other ones. I grabbed my package of cardstock in the Brights collection. So I did a variety of colors. Here's the gorgeous grape, the granny apple green, flirty flamingo, coastal cabana, melody mango. Here's where I took a little piece of basic black and the coordinating and just stamped a hello on there. Added some Stampin' Dimensionals. This is the melody mango. And here again I added a sentiment. And this one is the Daffodil Delight. And I used this stamp set, it's called Ready to Layer, I believe. It's a really cool stamp set that I'm actually going to be doing a video on soon. It's 4 layers, so you can add 4 different colors to it, and it really turns out cool. I really like this one a lot. And then I just cut it out with a framelit, one of the Stitched Shapes framelits. Yeah, so I mean, like I said, you could add a sentiment or you could leave them blank. They're really cool either way. I think they're really turned out pretty. I love this background stamp set. There's so many things you can do to it with it. As always, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to leave a comment or send me an email. I will have a list of all of the supplies that I've used and a link to my shopping page at the end of this video and in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.